Let's get real for a second. Have you ever gone after something thinking it would finally make you complete, only to be left feeling, well, not much? Or maybe you worked your butt off to hit a goal, only to realize it didn't bring you that spark you were hoping for. Yeah, that's because you've been confusing your wants with your needs. And honey, they are not the same. Let me tell you something. You don't have to keep running around chasing the wrong things. If you're tired of feeling like you're spinning your wheels, stick around. Today, I'm going to share with you how understanding the difference between your wants and needs is the secret to living a life that's authentic, fulfilling, and on your own terms. And why should you listen to me? Because I've helped countless women stop chasing after empty wants and start living a life that is aligned with their true purpose. This isn't just about feeling good. It's about living on purpose and with purpose. If you're ready to work with me and dive deeper into identifying your true need, check out the link in the description. Let's start aligning you and your authentic self and get you living that purpose-filled life you deserve. Let's break this down. First things first. How do you identify your core needs? Now, your core needs are those deep essential things that keep you connected to your purpose, to who you truly are. Things that help you feel grounded, fulfilled, and ready to show up as your best self. Now, here is where the confusion comes in. Wants are like the flashy distractions that look great on the outside, like a brand new car or that vacation you think you need. And you may, but that's a short-lived solution. But here's the deal. Those aren't what will bring you to that long-term happiness you've been craving. Think about it. Have you ever gotten something you wanted only to realize it didn't really change how you felt deep down? Yep, happens to the best of us. But when you start focusing on your core need, like feeling seen, heard, loved, and aligned with your purpose, you'll find that those are the things that create lasting satisfaction. The kind of fulfillment that isn't just a quick high, but something real and sustainable. Let's talk about how this messes with our growth. When you confuse your wants with your needs, you end up on a never-ending cycle of chasing after things that look good on the outside, but don't actually help you grow on the inside. And trust me, it's draining. I get it. I've been there. In fact, there was a time when I was so unclear about my own wants and needs that I built my career on what I thought I wanted. What looked good on paper. I was chasing the perfect job, the right status, thinking that success in those areas would finally bring me fulfillment. And guess what? Yep, I hit all the milestones, but I was completely unfulfilled. It felt like I was doing everything right, but still felt lost and disconnected. At that point, I had to hit reset. I had to go back to the drawing board and ask myself tough questions. What do I really need to feel fulfilled? It wasn't about the titles or the material things anymore. It was about feeling aligned with who I truly am. And let me tell you, starting over from scratch wasn't easy. But it was necessary. And looking back now, I can honestly say that hitting that reset button was the best thing I've ever done. Here's where the magic happens. When you finally get the difference between wants and needs, your life becomes a whole lot more fulfilling. When you align your decisions with your core needs, you start saying no to things that drain you and yes to the things that fuel you. You stop wasting energy on things and people that don't matter and instead focus on what moves you towards your life's purpose. And trust me, when you start living this way, life gets a whole lot easier and a whole lot sweeter. It becomes more authentic, more joyful, more peaceful. And here's the thing, when you put your needs first, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're creating a life that's not just good on paper, but it's good for your soul. By the way, if you're feeling like you need a deeper dive in this process, this video was just one small step of part 2 in my life purpose makeover journey. If you're ready to work with me and fully align your needs with your true purpose, check out the link in the description to start our journey. Together, we'll create the life you've been craving. Let's talk about why prioritizing your needs over your wants is not just important, but it's essential to living authentically. Here's the deal. If you're living for what others want or for what society tells you is the right path, you're not living for you. And honey, that is where burnout lives. You've got to focus on what you need. Not just what everyone else, or not just what everyone else thinks you should have. Only then will you feel like you're living on your own terms. Prioritizing your needs means saying yes to your truth, your values, and your purpose. And keep in mind that sometimes saying yes to your truth automatically sets a boundary for those who want you to live their truth. It's about making decisions based on what's best for your life, not based on external pressures. And when you start doing that, everything shifts. Now, let's talk about some of the biggest traps that keep us from making the right decisions between wants and needs. One big mistake, comparison. You see someone else's success or lifestyle and suddenly you think, I need what they have. But here's the truth. What works for them may not work for you. Your needs are unique to you. Another pitfall, external validation. When you're constantly making decisions based on what other people think, you're choosing their wants, not your needs. And I promise you, that path never leads to happiness. Now, let's finish with 3 practical tips to help you recognize when you're prioritizing your wants over your needs. Tip number 1, check in with your values. When you're faced with a decision, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my life purpose and core values? A want. If it doesn't, it's probably a want. Your values are your guiding compass. They tell you what's truly important in your life and how you want to show up in the world. If your decisions doesn't reflect your values, they're distractions. Take a moment and really dig into your core values. Write them down. Is this opportunity or choice helping you live in alignment with your deepest value? Or is it simply checking off the boxes that society, friends, or even your family tell you to pursue? If you find that your decisions don't match up with your values, you've just spotted a red flag. Recognizing this is the first step to redirecting your energy towards your true needs. If you're unsure of what your core values are, don't worry. I've created a free core values finder worksheet that will help you uncover them. You can download it from the link in the description. It's a quick, easy way to get clear on what truly matters to you. Tip number 2 is to notice your energy. Pay attention to how your energy shifts when making decisions. When you're prioritizing your true needs, you should feel energized, centered, and connected to your purpose. But if something drains you, makes you feel anxious, or leaves you feeling empty, chances are it's not aligned with your needs. Think about the last time you made a choice that left you feeling drained or unsettled. Was it something you did you felt you should do, rather than something that lit you up inside? That feeling of exhaustion or disconnection in your body is your body's way of signaling that you're stepping away from your true needs. On the other hand, when you make decisions based on what aligns with your purpose, this hard work, it energizes you and leaves you feeling empowered. Pay attention to those emotional cues. They're there for a reason. Tip number 3 is think long term. Consider the long term impact of your decision. Will this choice help you move closer to your life purpose, or is it just a quick fix that feels good for now? If it's the latter, it's a want, not a need. Many times we are tempted by short-term satisfaction, a quick win, a moment of validation, a new purchase. But these things are like a sugar rush. They give us a high that fades fast. Ask yourself, how will this decision impact me in a year, 5 years, 10 years? Will it bring me closer to the person I want to become? Will it align my long-term goals and aspirations? If the answer is no, then it's probably time to pass on it and focus on what will serve your bigger picture. Remember, this video is just one part of step 2 of the life purpose makeover journey, which helps you identify and prioritize your needs so you can align your life with your purpose. If you're ready to dive deeper and start building a life that you truly desire, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Just click the link in the description to get started. You've learned how understanding the difference between your wants and needs will help you live authentically and in alignment with your purpose. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one want you've been chasing that you now realize is a distraction from your true needs? Drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. I want you guys to meet me over at the next video where we're going to talk about something really important: how your conversations affect your team's emotional growth. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.